Today we're going to tackle something that pretty much anybody can do, even the least experienced DIY person will be able to do this. We're going to be changing out this outlet to a new one that I got from Home Depot. This is a tamper resistant outlet. This one, the problem with this was anytime you plug something in, like this, as soon as you plug it in, it was loose. See how loose it is? So it doesn't stay in there and it tends to fall out. So we're gonna switch that out today. First thing you wanna do is go to your panel in your basement or your garage, your electrical panel, and find the fuse that, or the circuit that will turn this off. You wanna make sure there's no electricity going there before you even touch it. So I'll show you how to do that in a second. Okay, so we're at my circuit panel, and according to my little chart here, it is number 4. So we're gonna turn that off. And let's go back upstairs and hook up the outlet. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is take the cover off, and there's just a flathead screw holding it on, so just take the screw out. And you're left with your outlet. So same thing, just gonna take this bottom screw off here, this top screw off. You may not have this, but you'll have these 2 screws, so you're gonna unscrew those. Doesn't matter which one you start with. And you can use a flathead for this, or you can use a Phillips, doesn't really matter. Okay. Now you don't want to go reach, well first you want to put your screwdriver down. You don't want to reach inside where the screws are. You want to grab it from the top and the bottom to wiggle it out. So you're just going to pull it out by the top and the bottom, and you'll expose your wires. You could take these off. You're not going to need them again. So I'm going to open up the box of the new outlet. And obviously you want to position this, you know, either this way or this way, whatever you want. It's your personal preference, doesn't really matter. But what you do is, all you're doing is taking a wire off here, putting it on here, taking it off here, putting it on here. Same thing on that side here. So I'll show you how to do that. So if you notice, on this side, you have a white cable here. There's nothing here. And then you have a copper cable here. And then on the other side, you'll have a black cable going to the bottom. So we're just gonna unscrew each one and put on the new outlet. So again, take your screwdriver and loosen any one you want to start with, doesn't really matter again. Now these screws aren't gonna come out, so if you see it starts to get tight right here, you don't want to pull them all the way out. Do the same on the bottom here. Okay. So now just take your hand, you're just gonna unhook it like so. Same thing on the bottom. You may have to wiggle it a little bit to get it to come off. So this one's giving me a little bit of a problem coming off, so I'm going to take my screwdriver, put it behind the wire, and I'm just going to pry it off. Okay, there we go. You point you down, and we'll go to the black side. Over here, so remember it's on the bottom, so we'll do the same thing on the new outlet. And just pop this one off. There you go, there's your old outlet. So remember, copper wire was here, white wire was here, there was nothing here, black wire was here. So we'll start with the black wire, wrap it around, take your screwdriver, tighten it down. And while you're tightening the screw, you want to pull the cable and give it tension so that it locks itself, you know, touching the back of this screw. So I'm pulling towards me, and my personal preference is to always make sure that this cable is pushed back. It's not touching anything on the bottom over here. It's as tight as it could possibly be, and I hold it there while I tighten the screw down. Okay. This one you could tighten if you want. I tighten them down just so I know that there's, you know, just so it's tight, basically. Okay, now we'll go to this side here. And I'll bring you to this side. We'll go with the copper wire first. Let me get you a better view. There you go. So copper wire first. Around the green, the same thing, I'm pulling it this way, and I'm making sure that the copper wire isn't touching any of this gray area. Okay, it's nice and tight. Then we'll get the white wire around the screw, same thing, it's tucked under, and I'm pulling on it. And that's it. The outlet is changed. So now we're going to push it back, screw it back in, and that's a quick job done. So if you notice you have some play here, even though the screw is in, you just want to make sure you line that up evenly when you go to put your cover back on. So I'm going to leave this just a little bit loose. When I get my cover, just a plastic cover, again from Home Depot, comes with the screw, well the screws for this one. Alright, so there's the cover, it's a black cover, here's the two screws. So I'm just going to put this over it. Oops, wrong screwdriver. Need a flathead for this one. And that's it. All put together. It's all screwed in. So now we'll go to the circuit panel and turn our circuit breaker back on. So we'll be right back. Okay, so the outlet's in. So let's turn this back on. And let's go upstairs and see if the outlet works. Okay, so we'll plug in our Amazon Alexa. And hopefully it lights up. There it goes. So that's it. It's all set. If you have any questions, comments, be sure to leave a comment below. Be sure to like and subscribe. There's many more home improvement videos, car videos, you know, you name it. There's just a bunch of stuff coming. So thanks for watching, and be sure to look out for the next video. Thanks, take care.